Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. We've been having a good pre-show here with the one and only Wiley Woods is on the show. Clubsandsticks.net. We're going to talk about Swing One, Smoke One, his company, all of the great stuff he's doing. He's an entrepreneur, and he's going to share his journey with us. Welcome, Wiley. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing, Ted?
I'm doing great. Thank you. And we got to, or she's going to pop on and tell us. We are very thankful for Rose Kemp for making the introduction. She's an amazing person. I'm sure she'll pop on at any moment. All right. So before we went live, we were talking about how the audience loves origin story. They want to know about you. So tell us a little bit about Wiley Woods.
Well, Wiley Woods is the youngest of 11 siblings. I'm a single mom that raised us basically in California. Come from poor background, but my mom really busted her butt and showed us how great work ethic, just pursue your dreams, how to be strong and keep fighting. There's been times where we've been homeless and my mom still found a way for us. So I think that's where my growth comes to, where I want to work hard and help people. And that's why I ended up being a nurse, trying to help people. But I've always wanted to pursue my dreams like she always pushed me to. Like all my siblings, she tells us to go after our dreams.
11, first of all, God bless her. And you're the baby, so you probably got away with a ton of stuff. I have no doubt in my mind.
That's what
tell us about the nurse. I don't think I knew the nurse, or if I did, it was in the bio. Tell us. So why nursing?
During my undergrad, I was going pre-med, but I think it was just like a calling. Like I was one of those people, like I've seen people that needed help, like, my uncle, my mom, things need the help around. So I started helping everyone. And when you're going pre-med, you need to focus on school. So the grades weren't the A pluses and all that you need. I was more of a BC student. So I looked at, so how can I help people still have a decent life and still be in the medical field? And I looked at nursing, and it's like, I was on the fence, nursing and firefighter. I said, well, when I get old and my bones can't move too much, I'll have more options as a nurse.
Amen.
So I got into it. I love it. I love helping people, and it still gives me a little freedom outside of work, and then also with nursing, it's always going to be in demand, unfortunately, that, people are going to be sick. So nursing is going to be required.
So you do both. You still keep your nurse. You still are a practicing nurse. You still do nursing. And what kind of nursing? Do you have a specialty?
I'm an emergency room nurse currently at the VA hospital in Houston.
Fantastic. Wow, I can't even imagine the drama, the interesting stuff there in an emergency room. So tell us about Clubs and Sticks. And Rose did pop on, by the way. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Tell us about Clubs and Sticks, because Rose Kemp, I got to, again, shout out to her. She came up at some event. We were at her birthday party or something, and she's got all of this Clubs and Sticks gear, all of this newly branded, or at least branded material, and she's so excited about it. So there's got to be a reason. So how did this come about? How did Clubs and Sticks come about?
Well, back in the 90s, mid 90s, I got into golf because unfortunately I had a friend that passed away named Ivan. Really great guy. He's like, if you can picture Benjamin Pratt from Law and Order, that smooth Latin guy, that's what Ivan was. And he was a great guy. And he really loved golf. And I met him through a friend named Sal. And basically when he passed away through a car accident, Sal started throwing basically a golf tournament to remember him, for us to celebrate his life. So I got into golf, and it was like off and on, but every once in a while, you with golf, you hit a ball and it's like, oh, I'm coming back. Look at me. So I started, liking golf, and then basically started going on from there. And then undergrad, my last final, a biology final, gentleman I was working for gave me a Cuban cigar. And he showed me how to cut it, how to light it. And he told me, don't inhale, don't smoke it too fast. I said, okay. So I took my last final, walked out of the science building. I think it was Science Building 2 in Cal State Northridge. And before I can get a block, I took 2 puffs, and I was like, whoa, what is this? So I started enjoying them. And then with my friends that I grew up with, we would occasionally have a smoke cigar for a birthday, golf outing, New Year's Eve. We played golf, the tournament, and every once in a while play with each other and, go to the golf course and play tournaments with each other, have fun. And then basically I moved to Houston because I just wanted a change from the California life. I was sitting around one night just thinking that I wanted my own business, and I'm like sitting there thinking, and I was talking to my friend that's really into cigars. I just kept thinking about stuff, and I'm like, and no, I just like, okay, clubs and sticks. It just popped in my head. I'm like, wow, that sounds like a pretty cool name. And I'm like, hold on, let's look it up. And I looked it up really quick, and it was like, oh, the name's available. I was like, lock it down right then and there. Only thing, it was like the .com was taken, clubandstick.com was taken. So I was like, okay, I can deal with that. I think he's a blogger. He talks about other things. So I was just,
Sure.
no big deal. So I said, okay. And then me having, I know she's gonna get mad at me. She's watching. Alice Woods is my mom. I have her in me, and she wants things to be a certain way when you do things. So being a perfectionist, I was holding off starting because I wanted things to be a certain way. I wanted to have the clubs, I wanted to have the place and everything. But my friend said, you know what, stop being a perfectionist, get it started. And then so I locked down Clubs and Sticks on December of 16, 2019. I didn't go live on my website until March because I was trying to be a perfectionist and have all that. So basically went live. The business is starting to grow and more and more and more. Things starting to get out more and more. What I'm noticing
Tell us
is
about the business. What is the business?
basically Clubs and Sticks is a one. I call it a one-stop shop for golfers and cigar lovers. The whole concept is basically I want you to come to a place as a golfer and like, okay, I have all the golf stuff I need here. Oh, I can go over here and get a cigar if I want to. I can go over and relax and smoke a cigar, and we can sit and talk sports and watch sports and, you know, have a good cigar and relax after a round, because we all need some comforting after a round sometime, because we know golf is so that was my whole idea. I love both things. I was like, okay, this would be cool because I've never seen a place where you have both things together, where a golfer can come in, a cigar smoker can come in and just relax. And if you need some golf stuff, I got it for you. If you need cigars, I have cigars for you. Also, I have cigar accessories for you. I have golf accessories for you. So that's my push, and that's my goal, to get to a physical place like that. Because right now,
I love the brand. I love the logo, which you're wearing one of the shirts, right?
Yes, sir.
What was that process like, creating that? Because you've got this vision, and I know if you're a perfectionist, because you've said it several times, was it difficult to land on something you were happy with? Because I really like your logo.
I think I went to a designer, and basically they drew it, and I'm like, oh, that's all right. And they did some other things. I said, no, let's take this off, do this. I want this and this. And they came back, no, let's do it again. This is what I'm looking for. I want something that just really pops and jumps out, and people can, they look at it, they know what it is. And basically they came up with it. I said, this is perfect. And then he's like, I said, wait a minute, you put a left-handed golf club on my logo. And I said, wait a minute, that's cool. You know, left-handed is supposed to be more creative and everything. So I said, let's go. It's something different. And that's what I want to be. I want to be different. I want to be something unique to everybody.
So how do people, if you're in a particular location, like, can people order things anywhere? Can people go on your website, and tell us a little bit about that process? Like, if somebody's like, all right, I love what Wiley's saying, how do I get to what he has to offer? Is the website the best? Is that how it works?
You can go, there's multiple avenues. You can go to clubsandsticks.net, straight to the website. And basically it's right there. You just got to put in your age, because obviously we're selling a tobacco product. Then you also have 2 apps available for Apple and Google Play. Because I did the Apple, then I got held for not having the Google Play right away. So you can do the apps. There's also links on Facebook, and a link on Instagram as of right now. I'm working on the other avenues of YouTube, and possibly I'm on Twitter, but who really understands Twitter? I'm still tweet somebody and they retweet something. I post. So I just go with it. So just basically there's links, Facebook, Instagram right now are the main ones. There's apps that you can go to App Store for Apple or Google Play for the apps for your mobile devices, and they plop in, they work very well. Or you can just go straight to clubsandsticks.net.
So is it all, because we had several questions before we went live, and I'm just trying to remember all of them. A lot of people asked, is it all Is it golf clothing? Is it golf clubs? Is it just this? Is it the cigar accessories like you were talking about? Give them a little bit about what, when they go on there, what they can actually get.
So right now, as of right now, what you can get, I have 9 cigars that's under my name that kind of run the range, so everybody can have different range. That so people's palate is a little different. Then I also have a multiple cigar accessories that basically the humidors, the lighters, the ashtrays, the travel humidors, things like that. And then the golf accessories, I have golf balls, gloves, basically all this, pretty much all the accessories you need. Then I have golf attire, the polos, the pullovers, the hats, the what else? I have beanies, and basically I also have some leggings. I have different type of clothing, so it doesn't have to be golf course type of clothes. I have leggings, that logo leggings, a lot of women love. I have lightweight jackets. I have hoodies. I have sweatshirts, fleece shirts, t-shirts that you want to wear, and I just kind of play around. Every once in a while, you'll see a different t-shirt pop up with different little sayings. I just like messing around sometimes to see what gets a reaction out of people. Obviously, hats behind me. So
yeah, I love the hats. They look good. I think Rose, I had a picture of one.
Yeah, I've seen one with you.
Rose didn't let me keep it though. It's good. I like the look of it. It's clean and fresh, and I think it's awesome. All right, tell us before we head out, what's your long-term goal? What do you want to do? Have a whole bunch of places that are clubs and sticks all across the country? Physical locations? What's your longer range goal?
The long range goal is basically get a physical location. That's when I can introduce the clubs and clubs and sticks. So I've talked with some major brands. They said I have to get a physical location. The major final goal is basically, yes, franchise across the nation. I want here, East Coast, West Coast, everywhere, so people can go to these places and enjoy 2 things that all of us enjoy as adults. That's my ultimate goal. And then once I get those places, the main thing comes back to me all the time is like I've always liked helping. When I start getting to a point where I'm financially doing really well, the business is going really well, that's my goal, to uplift other people, help other people get to chase their goals. Because right now, basically, I'm one of those guys that are basically right on that breaking point of getting going there, and I want to help people get there. So once I get there, I want to bring people with me. I find out that it's a tough thing to do because it's like you're right there and you can see it, you can feel it, smell it, and it's like, oh, come on. And I want to help people, pull people through that. So I've talked to people, and they're like yourself, you're helping me get to that point. You're giving me an avenue where people can see me.
Well, I'm excited for you. You have lots of love on the, lots of comments across all the platforms. You guys reach out to Wiley Woods, clubsandsticks.net. I love the concept. I love your energy. I think it's so awesome. You've got an entrepreneurial spirit, and yet you're still helping people on the side. So thank you for that. My daughter's a nurse, so I am a big proponent of nurses, and I don't think you all get enough credit. So kudos to you. All right, guys, Clubs and Sticks, let's support our entrepreneurs. That's what we're all about here. And go out and check it out, clubsandsticks.net, or reach out to Wiley on social media. He's just as easy to reach and easy to talk to as he is here on the show. Thank you, man, for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Rose, too.
Thank you, Ted. Appreciate it. Rose, I love you. Thank you for all your support.
She's awesome. All right, guys, reach out to Wiley.